o'clock for me here in the UK, 9 a.m. EST. Half an hour till the market opens. Had a day off. Well, had a day off out of the office yesterday, but I was still trading, as you were all aware, on my phone. And we did have a really nice day. When I got back, I took a couple like not so good trades, just a little bit sort of overly tired, overly stimulated. Nothing too bad. Went in the hole a little bit on my Apex accounts. Still up to nearly pay out, but gotta just work back a couple $100 here or there to get those back to pay out. But everything else is doing really well. Lucid and funding ticks are both ready for a 5 and a 7k payout, which is phenomenal. They should be able to be done funding ticks tonight. And then oh, we're getting a nice drop here on the NQ. Let me just watch out for a second. So I'm going to stick with 600s is what I want to see break for that short. But until that breaks, nothing for me just yet. I took a short on the overnight. We are getting that drop, so let's just keep an eye on the charts here for a second. We may come close to 600s. Yeah, we break 600s. I will. I'm just going to put some orders out there. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. We're short. There we go. Okay. I didn't realize it was going to happen that quick, but we're short. Doing this live on, I didn't get the better entry on. Oh, here we go. I should be able to get, I'll get it on here as well. I basically want 600s to 630s for my short. Did not know it was going to happen live on YouTube, but there we go. Let me just give me a minute whilst I just set some, oh, beautiful. Targets on this, guys. This is beautiful. Let me just check. What have I got on this? I mean, at least, I mean, I do think the retracement back up to 650s, which is what I said in the trading room, is valid still. So don't go too heavy on this yet. I think I'm only short 1 micro on most of my accounts. This is just a single account. So yeah, try and work this area, because I do genuinely believe 650s, if we get it, will be, oh shit, I've not entered on my trade copier. I do think if we get 650s, beautiful. This is nice. I'm going to take some off at 540s just as an initial. Beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. God damn. Yeah, I can't really take anything. I think the first target is, an easy target is 540s, but I want to try and get at least 2 micros on my other accounts, because this account here is fine. It's just a single account, so I can just sort of scatter these orders around. 543s was literally what I was going for, which is crazy. But we're doing this live on YouTube today. Okay. I do still think, yeah, 630s. I will short again at 630s as well. I'll add a couple there at 630s. Okay, I'm taking some off on my other accounts at 540s as well. But I think the floor dropped here, guys. I think the floor drops big time. So just ride this one down. Ride this one down. Nice. Any of the accounts that I've got more than one on, I'm just taking one off. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. God, I can't even manage. I've got so much going on right now. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to take Lucid off. I've hit PT on Lucid. Okay, we're good. I'm just 1 micro short net across the board, apart from this one account. 3 micros on here. I'm just gonna just take another one off here. Oh, beautiful. We're doing this live on YouTube today. Well, if anyone's watching, most of you watching this on as a member anyway, but guys, you want to see the screen to the left of me? I got so many tabs open. It's crazy. Right, we have to be a little bit mindful now. Remember that 630's never traded. So I know we spent loads of the overnight at 630s. So just be aware, price can come back up to that area. So I have taken majority of positions off. I am short 2 on stream and 1 per account on my other accounts. That is it. And in fact, my funding ticks accounts are at 28,000, so I'll take those off as well. Yeah, I still think we can trade 630, so I'm going to put another couple of orders out there at 630s for the short if we get a push on the open. And then I think it's a tricky one because my dynamic risk is now shocking because I don't like trying to think where we could really come down to. I mean 400s is going to be my last, like, I've only got 2 micros left on here, so I'm going to go for 400s. To go for 400s on these last 2. So that'll be a 300 point. That'll be a 300 point trade live on YouTube. Well, 290 points, I think, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm just going to scatter these orders out on my other platforms as well. 405s. 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 Jeez, I don't even know how much I'm up. I'm taking funding. Yeah, funding takes, wow, 28,050 on 3 accounts. That's $3,050 per account. That's that payout tonight. So thank you very much. Yeah, we have hit. Like, I'm taking another one off here. We have hit some crazy targets. Yeah, bro, taking that off. 1 micro left now. I don't really care what happens with this. This is probably the best the best morning trade plan we've ever done. Oh, but I got to get this on a reel. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever traded live on... Okay, so we are live on YouTube, and we are in a 200 plus... This will be a 290 point short trade, live on YouTube. And we are short on every single account. And oh boy, I don't even know how much we're up right now, but... it's a lot, right? So yeah, just a beautiful off the cliff short. Let's go. I need about another 50 points or so. Oh my days. Incredible. I'm back at payout for Apex. I'm back at payout on Apex. No way! I'm back at payout on Apex. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm taking that off on Apex. I'm back at payout. That's insane. I was down 360 last night and back up to like 260. I think I got it to 26,600. I'm at 26,520s. Oh shit! I need to take Tradeify off. I can't make too much on Tradeify either. I have to take that off. 220 per account on Tradeify. I'm doing their 20% consistency bull crap rules, so I have to follow that. I got 25 720s in there, so I'm just trying to make 200 to 300 a day. Oh boy, this is crazy. Is anyone watching this on YouTube that isn't a member in the room? I don't think there will be because I only really shared the link in the room, but it'd be very interesting to see if there is. Right, well, I mean, I would say 60% of my accounts are now flat. Yeah. Oh, there's a couple new people. Okay, well, 3 people. Jeez. Okay, well, this is a flavor into what you see in the room to a certain degree, but not always as good as this. But I was eyeing a short all on the overnight, but we were just getting no follow through. So I took what did I take? Like a 30-point stop maybe, or 15-point stop this morning. And then I just wanted to wait to see that 600s break. And I said to everyone in the room, I don't need to prove it. I don't need to really prove it, but it's in the room. And I did say to everyone, once we get the 600s break, that's where the short's probably going to come in play, right? I did really want to see that 630s trade before. So I really wanted to see 600s break and then a retest. But I think just purely because we spent so much time up here doing nothing and just failing to go higher, that break of 600, I mean, it was what? It's going to be a 200-point break, which is very aggressive. That's why I've only got 1 micro left. But we're already up like $630 on this one account. And I don't even know how much on the other accounts, but probably 15,000. So, but anyway, this is a nice little flavor into what we do. I can show you my other screens. I don't think I've got any information on there that's not needing to be seen. So yeah, I'll show you this is what I show on stream as well, just so you're aware. These are all my other accounts. So we've got Apex at the top, which has been taken off. That is funding next, which is this one here. This one here. These 3. We have Traderify, Funding Ticks, and Trade Day. They're new accounts. Trade Day to the right side, and these 2 are they are Legends Trading. I think they're now passed or close to being passed. Most of them are passed bar one. This one here just needs to get another $25, $35. These ones here are these ones here. I'm just going to take that off because for some reason this account is up more. So I'll have to just take that off my copier. But these are the Lucid accounts. So they're at payout as well. I think they're Lucid. No, sorry. No, these are Lucid. They're at payout. These are Legends Trading. So these are all passed. So they're all passed. They'll now go into funded accounts. So yeah, pretty wild day, guys. Pretty wild day. So anyway, if you are on YouTube, there you go. You get to see. We don't do the 7-day free trial anymore. One, just because it devalues the room and we get so many like people that just join and don't do anything and just expect. Well, I don't even know. They just join and then they'll just not use it for the full purpose. So I don't even offer a 7-day free trial. Not to sound rude, but I don't. It sounds bad, but I don't actually care if people join because the money for me is less like. It moves the needle more for the member as opposed to the $200 for me per month, if that makes sense. So if you want to join, it's there, but I don't really mind. I don't really care if you do or you don't, right? I know that sounds bad, but the $200 in a month, if you can't make $200 in a month, then I don't deserve you as a member, right? Hopefully by witnessing this today, you can kind of see, well, 1 micro would have paid for your monthly membership, and I'm doing this free live on YouTube, and you didn't even have to, you didn't even have to pay. You just watched this for free. And if you took a short when we took a short, then you pretty much paid for a couple months of your membership right there. So no need to do 7-day free trials. If the product is free, you are the product. If the service is free, you are the product, I mean. Anyway, I am out of pretty much everything. I'm going to close that off here. I am done. Romeo done. I am done. So yeah, do you want to see my P&L? We are green, baby, baby, baby. Yeah, man, we are green. So, well, I mean, I've hit PT before the market's even opened. So now, apologies, guys, we'll do the actual breakdown. Sorry. We'll do the actual breakdown. In fact, let me just do one more. Just do one more reel. Okay, so we managed to get out of that short pretty much before the market, well, actually before the market even opened. It's 9:15. And this is actually live on YouTube this morning. We go live on YouTube every morning, but we don't normally take a trade on YouTube. We normally take a trade on Whoop. But anyway, the market wanted to give us a 250-point trade, so we took it gladly, right? And yeah, we've pretty much hit PT on every account. There are some accounts I can trade, but I'll just have to be careful because I'm at PT on most of them. What I can do, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Right, let's do the breakdown. So yeah, all I was going to show you today was indicators on. Let's go to the 2-day. We finally started to so we haven't yet closed green on the 2-day on the BX. So as I said on Friday, I wanted to see that close green, and until that closes green on the 2-day, I was very apprehensive about taking longs in all of this here. I know we have had 5 consecutive days of BX green, but if you remember on, I think it was Friday's session, I did say that 2-day still hasn't shown green. So I'm still not convinced to the long side. And like, in terms of overall bias, like, I'm happy to say I'm a long-term bull, obviously, but like short-term wise, I just wasn't participating on the longs, and that's why I've been short predominantly for pretty much the past 2 months now. In terms of at least overall bias has been more short than bullish, right? And all we've done this morning, I had this extension drawn just to show you where we've currently come out of, and all I was going to show you is we've touched this once, and I was going to say that target is still down there at 430s, and it just happens to be that we've just traded it now. I did not know it's exactly going to be like that, but hey, that did happen. Go to the daily, and I mean, I'm not necessarily needing to draw this. You can probably just see it with your own eyes, but we are basically above the 62. So it isn't. I wouldn't say it's overly bullish or bearish on one side. All I would say is I'm not one for marrying positions when we start breaking above that 62 on a daily time frame, but at the same time, with that 2-day still being bearish, I'm limited in the longs I can take, so I just become a lot more short bias until that 2-day does start to really print green. So yeah, all we've done is pretty much we go back, we traded what was in fact we go further out. All we've really done, sorry, take the indicators off just to keep this easy for the new members. Outside of what was the end of November, we traded a sloppy halfway back into a same anchor new high that completed its full negative 100, which was into the end of the month, sorry. And from there, I don't even think, we've not even come down to the same anchor new high. Wait there. No, we haven't yet come down to that. So at some point we will come down to that 38, which is at 260s. Which, remember, these always, most of the time, line up with previous support. So this high here, right, line up with that support, right? And it'll be a break and it'll be a retest. So that's where I would be having my, if I do get short again today or tomorrow or this week, it'll most likely be waiting to see that 260s hold. But until that happens, it'll just be a case of trying to follow these extensions up and trying to find what would be the potential blow off top, which is all I would draw here is what we currently have here, which is, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. I do apologize. Sorry. There we go. So all we have is pretty much these draws from last week. So we had the sloppy halfway back, sloppy just because it broke the 62, but it kind of closed above, went all the way to targets. Same anchor new high traded, high to high traded, and currently this is the blow off top that we've had, which is the high to high. Again, very aggressive in the fact it came right down to the 62 and then violently sold off on the 23. Right, look at this. Oops, look at this. Look at the way we traded at that 23. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Puke. Right, absolute puke. So that 23 has shown itself to be very, very aggressive, and therefore, in my opinion, I think it's wise to at least I mean, we might even be there, right? We're pretty much there, which is at the 416. So that's your short-term support. But if that breaks, all I'm going to do is go full same anchor new high of the previous extension. That brings us down to 260s, which is what I was just trying to show on stream, which is these previous highs here. Boom, go right, and it brings you right down to what would be that break and retest of that support. So at some point, I imagine this week that's going to trade. And until then, expecting. And again, if that doesn't trade this week, it's going to be a case of does price hold at this 38 here? That's what I'd be looking for, 415s. But I'll cover that in the room in terms of if I'm wanting to go long. My full analysis today, what I was going to give before that huge break was basically short below 600s and long above 700s, which, I mean, let's just look at it, right? So I was, and of course this is in the room already, but this was, my analysis was short below 600s and or long above 700. That's what I was going to break down this morning for you guys, but we've already traded the short trade already, so did not realize it was going to trade aggressively before the open. But yeah, that's all I was going to break down. And of course, we've just beautifully executed that trade on stream, as you can see, and all of my other accounts. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay on obviously, but we've absolutely killed it. So I mean, the 700s could still trade, and maybe there's a long to the 700 side, but there is no longs, for me anyway, inside all of this to there. I'd rather, as crazy as it sounds, I'd rather wait for price to get to 700s and then chop, then buy potential consolidation breakout. But I won't play the move up into 700s, as crazy as that sounds to maybe a new person. But, and also it might sound crazy that I wanted to short 600s. What, you wanted to short the break of a triple bottom low? Yeah, I did. Because it wasn't likely to hold, in my opinion. So that's why I did that, and obviously that worked out really nicely. I mean, 600's down to where we came to was 170 points in what, technically 10 minutes. I imagine there was some news, a catalyst. Yeah, I mean, we got 230 points in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream there anyway. If you guys who are watching this new, you guys know where to find me. Click the link in the description. If you can't afford the membership of the room, do not join. Keep following the live streams. Make some money, and join when you want to join, right? But as my sign above me says, education first, profit second, right? Second. So anyway, I will see you all in the Trading Room now. We will go live there, and everyone on YouTube will be back tomorrow.